Hey everyone, I'm Jay.
I'm Sean.
And I'm Matt.
And we have some movie news.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it has been a while. It has been a slow year for movie news.
Other than cancellations. Well,
yes.
next year.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
let's jump right in because we got to get to the topic everyone's talking about, the man of the hour, Elliot Page.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was exciting news.
Yeah, it was.
Congratulations, Elliot. So if you haven't heard, Elliot has come out as transgender, the star of Juno, Inception, and The Umbrella Academy, formerly known as Ellen Page, Canada's own actor, director,
Producer, lots of stuff.
yes, super talented.
Yeah.
And has recently shared with us that he is transgender. His pronouns are he and they. So excuse me if I probably already have gotten stuff wrong there. Do you know that I did?
No.
Were you watching? Okay.
No.
It's hard to go he and then plural.
Yeah.
I'm better if it's like straight across the board, but I respect it. Yeah. I mean, pronouns are so, maybe we need to like evolve past pronouns.
We clearly do.
Because they really trip us up in so many ways. It's unfortunate.
So you're supposed to say both the he and the they?
No, it's
No.
contextual.
Yeah.
Oh, it's contextual. Oh, I see. Okay.
So
like,
Because I've been saying he pretty consistently.
yeah, that's right. Sean is he and him, and Elliot is he and they.
Oh, so they is in place of him. Okay.
Yeah. So Elliot, I'm really happy that he feels like he's in the place in his life. He's gotten here where he can actually start living the way he wants to. That's kind of exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's a big, it's a big risk for anyone, but especially someone in the public eye who makes the living formerly as a woman actor and now presumably as a male actor. I did hear he's still in Umbrella Academy.
Mm-hmm.
That was not going to affect anything, so that's good.
Mm-hmm. Well, it is good. I think we live in a place, and I think Umbrella Academy has been already pretty fluid. I mean, if you can have a monkey man on the moon, like probably gender is a little bit passe anyway, you know. So it is Netflix.
I wonder if they're going to write it in.
Yeah, who knows? It'll be interesting to see how it's handled, and I hope they do handle it in some way. Yeah. But yeah, I think it was good that Netflix was very quick to change all of his credits.
I was just saying it's great about Netflix that they could, it's sort of like if you're watching the first season of Umbrella Academy right now, it's almost as if it just came out. Like it's not like it's reruns. So they could basically just go back and rewrite anything that was wrong. It's kind of a crazy thing that's very unique to the technology now.
Yes, that's right. Because it is sad, like on Elliot's IMDb page, where, you know, the name at the top has been changed, but all of the movies that have been released are credited as, in brackets, you know, this dead name that doesn't really apply anymore. And it's probably a bit frustrating to have that dragging in your past. But like you said, when you have lived in the public eye and your name is part of your professional identity, right? That's a big deal. So you're in some ways starting over your brand, how people will know you.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought it was really exciting that they were able to share that with us, and I hope that it is still a time of joy and happiness for Elliot and family.
Sure.
But I know it comes with its difficulties and challenges also. So I'm hoping for the best, and I think when you start living authentically, it has to be a better, more content way to live anyways.
Yes, I think that's for sure. Whatever else happens, I think that is, you'll be more comfortable with yourself. And that's very important.
So also on Netflix, this is a real big change in pace, guys, but we're looking at Adam Sandler. So Adam Sandler is kind of the Netflix darling somehow. I have no idea how that happened, but he was one of the first big stars to sign a Netflix deal. So he has been there since the very early days of Netflix producing their own content, which seems like it's been forever, but really it hasn't been that long. Although it is better if we have a bad memory for some of his earlier attempts at Netflix movies.
Yeah.
And yet, the truth is, people are watching them.
Of course they are.
Yes.
People always watch it.
Yes. So Hubie Halloween is actually the most popular title on Netflix this year.
I'm not surprised by that. I think it came out at the right time. And it is a fun movie that everyone can watch, where the kids think they're getting away with something and the adults are like, we're pretty comfortable with this because all he's going to do is talk about poop or farts.
Oh my God. Don. Yeah, well, I mean, first of all, it is the most popular title. So that's not just movies. It's movies and TV, everything. Hubie Halloween, #1. It helps that it was a family picture that you could watch with everyone. And I think especially this year with Halloween kind of being a non-event in a lot of places, this was a way you could celebrate safely at home all together. But I know his murder mystery, the one he did with Jennifer Aniston at that time, was also the biggest one on Netflix. So he has had actually some pretty terrific premieres for these movies. And do you have any idea, guys, how many hours of Adam Sandler movies have been watched on Netflix?
No, I can't even guess.
In total?
Yeah.
In the millions?
No, actually, it's 2 billion. 2 billion hours of Adam Sandler movies have been streamed on Netflix. Yeah.
Congratulations.
So
that's a lot of money.
Yes. Imagine.
Yeah.
He was already the highest paid actor in Hollywood. That is a little known fact because you don't feel like he's a big box office star. First of all, because he's so private. He's rarely seen if it's not his movie coming out. But guess what? If you're the producer, if you're the one greenlighting these movies, you can make sure you have a pretty nice little pay packet, and he does. Yeah. So he's very smart about that. It has been very lucrative for him, and it sounds like it's even more lucrative for him now more than ever. So yeah, 2 billion hours. Just imagine that chunk of change rolling in. Yeah, so he does not need to make any more movies, but guess what, guys?
He's going to?
He's definitely making lots more movies with Netflix, yes. So he seems very comfortable with his home at Netflix.
Well, why wouldn't he be?
Yeah, and obviously Netflix are really glad to have him because they're making the money with him.
Yeah.
So up next for him is a movie called Hustle. Not The Hustle, not Hustlers, just Hustle. He plays a washed-up basketball.
I've heard about this one.
Oh, you have? Yeah.
Yeah, I forget. Yeah, the basketball thing rings a bell. Yeah.
Okay. So Queen Latifah will co-star. So will Robert Duvall and Ben Foster. Yeah, and I think the plot is basically that he goes to China to start recruiting for the NBA.
Okay.
To revive his career.
All right.
So there's that.
Oh, I hope he remembers this isn't the 90s. He can't make the same jokes anymore.
Maybe you should write him a letter, Matt. He might need the reminder.
Yeah,
that would be appreciated by all.
I am not confident about this.
So, Uncut Gems was, I guess, not the last movie he made, obviously, but last year's awards darling. He starred in it with a basketball player that Sean would love to tell us
Garnett. One of the best.
One of the best.
One of the best.
Well,
came straight out of high school, played 20 years in the NBA, and dominated basically the whole time.
Wow.
Yep.
You make him sound like
he was
very
awesome.
exciting character.
he was a very exciting
He
character.
also loves jewelry.
That's true. Even in his playing days, he would
Okay.
always have a huge diamond earring.
Oh, really? So this isn't like a real thing.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
He doesn't just play one on TV.
No, no, he always had so much jewelry when
Actually,
he was in interviews.
I wish you were with me when I saw it at TIFF, Sean, because I was so excited for Adam to take the stage, and then Kevin Garnett walks on, and I was kind of like, "Who's this?" So I wish you were there to tell me all that. I would have been really excited.
Oh, he's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So this basketball movie, he's not going to star with a basketball player. Well, a known one, I guess, but he is producing with one.
With who?
LeBron.
Oh, LeBron.
LeBron loves being in the movie business
sense.
now.
LeBron does love being in the movie business, and why
Yeah.
not?
Why not? So I guess he's heard about that Netflix money.
Yeah, he needs it as much as Adam Sandler.
Exactly.
LeBron just signed for 2 years at $85 million.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
he's doing okay.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess Netflix is just going to be his kid's allowance or something.
Something like that. Although his kids are going to be pro players in a few years.
Oh boy.
They already have their own videos. Like they're crazy on Instagram.
Really?
Oh yeah, they're good. Not surprising.
How do you know about this?
How do I know about LeBron's kids? Because they come on ESPN every so often.
Okay, I was going to say, I know you're not on Instagram.
No,
So how
Yeah.
does an old guy like you know about
ESPN
these
tells me.
Okay, fair enough. And then after this one, Hustle, he's going to do The Spaceman of Bohemia. So that's actually like an adaptation of a book, and it's going to be more like Uncut Gems, not in content, but it's not an Adam
Like a
Sandler.
serious movie.
Yes, that's right. So he
I
seems
was
to.
not expecting that from the title.
I know, and the thing is, it's a weird. Like I feel like there's going to be lots of comedic potential. I don't know if you've read the book, but it's basically about like a Czech. I want to say, I think he's a Czech astronaut, and they're sending him up to like, it's not Mars, I don't think. Anyways, it could be Mars. He's just supposed to go up and like collect samples, and like, Czechoslovakia really just wants to finally win some sort of space race competition. So they just send him up alone. And he wants to bring honor to his family, but once he's up there alone, he starts hearing voices, or a voice. So, yeah, I'm not sure who they're getting to direct, so it will make a big difference whose hand is guiding this particular spaceship. It will be interesting to see.
Will he be doing the voice of the voice too?
I mean, I hope not. He has one voice, and we're pretty tired of it.
Yeah, and it's not the Czech accent, so I don't know how he's going to do that.
So I don't know if you heard, Sean, because this is the kind of news you would love, that Chris Hemsworth is bulking up for a biopic that he's going to star in.
No.
Yeah, he's playing Hulk Hogan.
Oh, you told me he was going to play Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan. So Chris Hemsworth feels like he has to get even bulkier than Thor.
Yeah, that's true. He does have to bulk up to play Hulk Hogan.
Yes.
Hulk Hogan was ridiculous.
Yes, and he just feels like, in wrestling, that's a live entertainment, so you got to bring the muscles for real. But we know Chris Hemsworth has no problem putting on muscle. I'm more worried about that accent. I don't even know if accent is even the right word, but he has his own
He's got
way
his own voice, yeah.
of speaking that just
He does.
yeah. And then there's the mustache.
Yeah, the bandana.
So this is also a Netflix title and will be directed by Todd Phillips.
Oh, okay.
So
Wow.
That's interesting of how they're going to go about this. Yeah.
Yeah.
because Todd Phillips clearly
Oh, Todd
between
Phillips from
his comedies.
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah. No, I was just thinking Joker versus and The Hangover. I was thinking at
Yeah.
first of the guy who did Carol and Far From Heaven, and I was kind of excited
yeah.
about him doing
Todd
the Hulk
Haynes,
Hogan
yeah.
thing. But okay, Todd Phillips, yeah.
No.
Right.
And how do you think it's gonna?
I think there's a lot of potential there.
Uh-huh.
I mean, Hulk Hogan is just all over the place, pop culture wise.
Uh-huh.
So there's definitely some
Yeah.
good source material.
Mm-hmm.
I will be interested to see what they choose to focus on because there's some landmines there, obviously.
Mm-hmm. And do you feel like it might be more of a gritty, behind-the-scenes biopic, or is this going to be a comedy?
I feel like the biopic is the more interesting option. I feel like it's pretty easy to make fun of Hulk Hogan because he was a caricature. That was why he was so popular. It's because you didn't really take him seriously even as a kid. You were just like, wow, this guy's the coolest.
He's ridiculous.
I hope the tone is something like I, Tonya, actually.
Okay.
That's a good comparison of another cartoonish pop culture figure.
Yeah.
And I know that Hulk Hogan is actually all for the Chris Hemsworth casting. Of course, it does feel a little flat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even I would be flattered if he played me. I'd be like, ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know you
I don't
thought
want to
something
meet the
that way.
person who wouldn't be flattered by a Chris Hemsworth playing them in a movie. I think that
Fair
person
enough.
sounds obnoxious. Yes.
And I'm sure you heard who Obama recently picked as the person who could play him in a biopic. This is just a theoretical biopic. Yeah, Obama thought Drake would be the obvious choice. That's interesting.
Great day for Canada.
Yes. He's not even American, guys. So I think that's a very interesting insight as to how Obama sees himself, because Drake is basically embarrassing. Like, he's the cheesiest guy. He's the cheesiest rapper since Will Smith. I mean, I guess it fits.
Maybe it's more about the basketball skills.
Really? Drake was the only black guy Obama could think of that was good at basketball?
It's a combination.
Okay.
I can't even imagine him doing The Voice.
The Voice? Well, Jay Farrow does the good voice.
Yes, he does.
But
They should get him.
Yeah, they should. But of course, there is no movie. This is just Obama just putting this out into the universe. So, hey, maybe he will nudge things in that direction. Drake should be so lucky.
Agreed.
Netflix.
Yeah.
And speaking of who's going to play who, we, of course, have been watching season 4 of The Crown, which is the least subtle season of The Crown ever.
Oh, yeah.
Very Princess Diana heavy, and how could it not be? That's who the people are here to see.
Yeah. But it really is a little surprising how, like, this is entirely one-sided.
Well, she is the rock star of the royal family, the people's princess, and we are the people, so they want to cater to us, for sure.
Yeah.
So she has, I think, been very well portrayed on The Crown. But there is a movie coming out called Spencer about Diana's life, or a particular slice of her life when she was finding out that her marriage was really done. And in it, Kristen Stewart will be playing Princess Diana.
Interesting.
It is interesting. Really? Is it appropriate? Do you see this working?
I'm going to give Kristen Stewart the benefit of the doubt.
Okay.
I think she can pull it off, but it's certainly not a natural fit. She is, I never would have thought of her when trying to think of people to cast as Diana.
Mm-hmm. How about you, Matt? What do you think about that?
I mean, I think the worst thing I can hear about anything in terms of casting or anything is just something being very obvious and boring. So, I mean, this isn't that. but it still could be a disaster. But like Sean, I'd rather just give the benefit of the doubt. I can't, but and like she doesn't look anything like her, does she? I certainly can't picture her looking anything like her.
No, I mean, hair and makeup, I guess, can go a long way. I think I can kind of see the sort of downward glances and lip biting of it. Maybe they kind of have that in common. Although I don't think it came from the same place. But yeah, I think we can give Kristen Stewart some credit. She's pulled off some stuff before that we were surprised to see from her, and I guess she's getting ready to do it again for Pablo Larraín, who is directing. So we certainly enjoyed Jackie.
Yeah.
Of course, Natalie Portman may have been a more traditional choice to play Jackie Kennedy or Jackie Onassis. Kristen Stewart, though, yeah, it's different, and I like different. I'll endorse that. I'll second that.
Yeah, I'm way more excited for this now. Now that I found out it's Pablo Larraín, I've definitely got a lot more confidence now.
Okay, good stuff. So we're not sure about Drake. We're excited about Hulk Hogan, and Adam Sandler is an unstoppable machine. So we might as well just learn to embrace it. We just got to open our arms and be like, "This is happening, guys. Let's do it."
Sure.
All right. And of course, our congratulations to Elliot Page. Welcome. We're so glad you're here. Thank you for sharing your wonderful news with us. And thank all of you for watching. Bye.